And we're back. I'm here in the studio with Doyle Richmond from Doyle Richmond Real Estate. How are you doing today?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good. It's the first day of winter.
Yes,
So.
it's my nephew's birthday, so I always remember that too.
Oh, let's tell him happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Duncan.
Happy birthday, Duncan.
We'll
Hope
get
you
that
have a
out to
great
you in
birthday.
Manhattan Beach, California.
Yeah. Oh, nice. So he's out there in the sun right now, right
Yes.
before Christmas. Very cool. Well, tell us what you got going on. What's new?
Well, obviously this time of year, as you just said, it's winter solstice. We've had some decent snow that's been coming in throughout the year, and I think people are getting into holiday mode. So
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be a bunch of people arriving today and tomorrow and enjoying all the activities. And a lot of those people that are past customers of mine will just kind of say, "Hey, Doyle, what's going on?" So I'd probably expect that phone to start ringing pretty good.
Ringing off the hook, especially coming into Tuesday, Christmas Eve.
Yeah, there you go.
Very cool. Well, what can you offer us in Summit County?
Well, Dave and I, that's my business partner, Dave Greenberg, and I, I've been doing this for 20 years, and Dave's been doing it for 7 years. And, the whole goal is to try to educate someone on the market. It's just kind of what we just talked about a little bit there. They're going to thumb through some pictures, I think, here that are talking about Keystone, and not talking about Keystone, all talk about Keystone, but they're showing areas and prices. And I think that, someone that's, coming from wherever in the country, you being from Chicago, for example,
Yes.
I think people are surprised at the prices. I mean, there's a perception that, the pricing in the mountains, in Colorado mountains, is very, very expensive. And don't get me wrong, it's definitely up there. But it's when you start comparing to Aspens and Vales and Steamboats and, Park Cities and other great places that exist across the country, Keystone's a pretty good value, just to use that as an example. So
when I win the lotto, I'm gonna, purchase a house there.
Did you go in the big one the other day?
I didn't. I'm waiting for the right moment to join one, so I feel it, so I don't have to deal with the letdown afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so this is a great time of year to look at property and get educated on the market. So when I say that, some people already know that. Obviously, as I kind of talked about, they've been coming here for years. They're having a 2-bedroom right now, and their family's expanding. They want to go to maybe a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom. There's other people that have been visiting for a number of years and really don't know the market, but know the area from a ski aspect standpoint well. But there's all these little neighborhoods. We just kind of thumb through Keystone, and you can kind of see when they thumb through it. I think people are surprised because you can drive through Keystone in 2 or 3 minutes. But if you get off the road and go into these little nooks and crannies, you can find some really precious gems. And that's not just true about Keystone. That's Breckenridge, that's Frisco, that's Copper, that's all of Summit County. And I think that you educate them on the market, you explain to them what the property's doing, you listen carefully. Some people want to rent the property, some people want to keep it. Some people say, you know what, I can't really afford a full ownership, but I'd really be interested in doing a partnership or any type of partnerships. And beyond timeshares, there's what's called the partial shares, and you actually have a 25% interest in the property, and you own it with other people. And there's a legal agreement that spells out everything, so it's not a timeshare; it's actually real estate.
So whatever their needs are, you will find a way to accommodate them.
Yeah, I think that's. The basics is education. If you know a lot about the market, then you can make a business decision whether you're going to buy or not. And prior to us just kind of finishing up that topic, they jumped onto the website, and a lot of people like to start on our website and look at real estate that way. Not just our website, it's doylerichmond.com, but whatever website. We're on every single thing, realtor.com, Trulia, Zillow. There are big search engines out there, and they're pulling the information from all the different MLSs. And there's enough information to kind of get you interested, but there's not all the details to kind of follow up. And it's just like anything in life. Yeah, you want to know that. And from a seller standpoint, we think that if they go to our website, we have a featured property section that's we think we have some really great properties that are priced really, really well. So we do a tremendous amount of time marketing our people's properties. Dave and I, we spent about $100,000 marketing our people's properties. So from a seller standpoint, they get great exposure too for us.
And it's doylerichmond.com.
It's doylerichmond.com. So if they can remember my name, then they get a chance to find it. But a lot of people know me, or if they're talking to someone at a ski shop, a lot of times they'll say, "Oh, you should talk to Doyle or Dave." They know the market really well.
And the market's good right now for buying, right?
That's a great question too. We had a correction back in 2008 when the whole national economy saw a correction itself, and then the real estate market. Most of the real estate across the country, maybe this correction was 2006, 2007. we kind of lagged the national market. So our market can continue to grow, and then we had a correction after that, middle of 2008. And we've dropped and we've been flat, but we've had an increase in market activity the last 2 to 3 years in number of sales. We've had a stabilization on prices, and if you chart things out, it's showing that prices are going up. So no guarantee, but if you look at this data, and I've been doing it for 20 years, the momentum is definitely pulling us up and prices going up. So great product out there, great opportunities for buyers. And our sellers just don't have to sell. They've enjoyed it just like these buyers are going to enjoy it. It's not you have to purchase this because there are the locals here, but the majority of our purchases are secondary homeowners.
So overall, it's a great investment.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to use the word investment and push it too hard. I think that people are investing in their lifestyle for one, but if you look at the things, and we probably have a very good shot, a good opportunity of seeing some good price increases for people right now.
And why Summit County? What do you love most about Summit County?
Oh, I mean, gosh, Summit County, I mean, you can go on and on and on, but I think it's one of the ski meccas of the world. I mean, I really do. I mean, there's obviously Breck, Keystone, Copper, A Basin, Loveland, and then a hop, skip, and jump, as you and I are talking about, Vail and Beaver Creek just over the hill. Right. Steamboat's really not that far away, so ski mecca. But Denver's only an hour away, so if you're a big sports fanatic or into arts or whatever it is, you got a city that's not that far away. So many people, suburbia, they live an hour away from a city. So I think Summit County kind of offers everything. Just every single activity you could possibly think about. The only thing we don't have is an ocean, but we do have some big bodies of water that you can sail or raft on.
I agree. So the atmosphere, I mean, scenery, everything's great. Well, thank you, Doyle, for joining
us.
And it's been great, and it's our winter solstice, like we said. So with that, we're going into Christmas, too, which is exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Well,
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone out there. I tried to wear green for that.
I like it. Well, get on there, DoyleRichmond.com, check out all they have to offer, and hopefully you'll be getting yourself a great Christmas present this year. But we'll be back with more Summit Sunrise.